Hey, good morning. Thank you very much for attending this presentation about the Kava Chiilax product. What is Kava Chiilax? It's not just a single over-the-counter product. It's also auxiliary products and services surrounding the treatment of anxiety and also sleeplessness, that is insomnia. So when looking at the paradigm of this product, we have to look at the market itself. So anxiety, depression, and mental illness are major non-communicable diseases in Australasia, that is Australia and the Pacific region. The World Health Organization states that there is no health without mental health. So again, there's a clear link between mental and physical health. So people who, for instance, sleep poorly, have poorer physical health the next day. They suffer from secondary conditions of poor health, which might include ischemic heart disease. This could contribute because of diet, so they're feeling fatigued, lethargic, and they eat poorly, and it leads to coronary heart disease, or it could be also other related deaths as well. So currently the Australian government, given the magnitude of the people who are suffering from forms of anxiety, that is heightened sensations of fear or worry or distress, or it could also be insomnia or sleeplessness. They come up with a very unelaborate and uninnovative plan, which includes the medical or the Medicare benefit scheme. So you go off to see a GP, which is general practitioner of medicine, and say, look, I'd like to go and see a psychologist, and they let you go and see them for 6 visits. You tell the psychologist, I'm sleeping well. They say that it's all in your head, and it goes away. It doesn't. And then, of course, they prescribe medicines very cheaply under the PBS, the pharmaceutical medicines, antipsychotics, anxiolytic grade of medication, hypnotics, and sedatives as well. Interestingly, the government also spends money on income support and disability services and a range of other social support products. So surprisingly, of the 3.4 million people suffering from mental unwellness, so it's anxiety and also sleeplessness, 49% of all deaths, almost half of all deaths in 2011, of the 153,000 deaths that were registered in Australia were contributed to a person having mental illness or accessing those services. So again, people with mental health related treatments and total population, their mortality rate was 2.4 times higher than the general population. Now, the competitor analysis is the PBS medicines, the government funded pharmaceutical drugs, but also other Kava products sold in the market. So that's the Thompson's Kava 20,000 once a day product, but also the Kava Max Relax product. Our product's called Kava Chiilax for the treatment of anxiety and also insomnia. So why come up with a competitive product if there's already products in the market? These products that are currently in the market are very weak. The herbal products, they're made that way, and really they're sold for marketing purposes, not really for therapeutic use, and they don't have any pronounced anxiety effects at all. So let's go on to the value creation model now. Who are our customers? They're male and female sufferers of anxiety and also sleeplessness, insomnia or hypersomnia, that is not sleeping well in the nighttime and having to sleep in the daytime, hypersomnia. The key customer base is 18 to 60 years of age, could be from student, corporate employee to the retiree suffering from these conditions. The demographics that we're targeting, what's the total addressable market of consumers, are aged between 15 years of age and also right up to 100 years of age. But again, we could cap it at 60 years of age at this point, because often people with these illnesses have comorbidities and medication. So the product and services, what we're offering is a ready-to-drink Kava product in the capsulated form. It could also be in a powdered form as well. It's been standardized for Kava lactone concentrations, so it acts as a pharmaceutical medication, but also there's going to be an app, so the patient's able to buy the product, scan in, they can receive credit points, so they're able to put in their data as their age, it could be their degree of unwellness, the other products and services that they're trying to reach as well. And so we'll also, the app, depending on the person's requests, or information they input. We'll also be offering them yoga, getaway wellness clinics, spa, massage, meditation groups, whatever it might be, and we'll generate revenue also from those profit centers as well. So again, where's the value chain? How are we involved? We're going to be involved more so in the marketing and distribution phase. We'll also audit the Kava farmer and the producer in Vanuatu, but right through to the TGA certified factory who make the Kava Chiilax product for us. And we'll also work with the web developers, develop the app. At present, our go-to-market strategy is centered around social media advertising and really advertising the app as an artificial intelligence, like a check-in, daily check-in. You can check in with the app. The app will be able to make suggestions about health and well-being, maybe fluid intake, reducing caffeinated drinks intake, and so forth. So again, where does the customer, get its value from our go-to-market strategy? They'll be accruing points when they purchase, and they'll be able to use those points in the secondary tier products or referral services. So our source of revenue, is related to the sale of the product, but also connecting potential patients or customers with auxiliary services, so secondary services that support their condition, but also the wider market itself. So our proposal would be a profit center of 10x, that is 10 times what we perceive our product to buy, because there's a plethora of services and products out there that support anxiety, but also sleeplessness, or just generally supporting people with high levels of stress, so corporates that might be very stressed. So our cost structure is based on fixed costs. So we have fixed costs of manufacturing the actual bottle, which is $7,700 for 1,000 bottles. But also we have the social media advertising, which is variable costs. So let's say, for instance, 2 cents a click. We've got 1 million clicks in the first 6 months. That's $20,000. We'll also have the fixed cost of the management to drive the business within the first 6 months, because it won't drive itself. We'll have to have distributor meetings and so forth. It's really surrounding the key drivers of profitability, rely on the scale and sales. So these are network effects. So if, for instance, we're not able to reach critical mass of distribution, people won't use the product. So again, how do we get people to uptake the product? We have to link in with other services that are currently in the market, which aren't competitor related. So they're not related to pharmaceutical medicines, that are related to other Kava products. So we'll interact with educational seminars with students at health colleges, also corporate health coaching style of events and wellness centers as well. And also it's about additional products and services that we offer to the market. So really we'll be deriving referral fees and profit from those, as well as social media advertising, and also partnering with clinicians, psychological clinicians who treat anxiety and insomnia, perhaps as specialty areas. But our approach to the market is the wider market community, the retail market community. So we'll interact from a business logic perspective, from network effects, that is the use of the Kava product itself increases the use of that Kava product. So again, we have to get to a critical scale, or jump that chasm, the so-called techies, or the herbalies, we'll call them, people that get into herbal products. We have to really get to the pragmatics, the pragmatists, and the wider community. So this could be through the indirect network market effects, that is the use of the Kava product itself could lead to the use of other products and services, that is the auxiliary services that I've mentioned, but vice versa, the use of the auxiliary services leads to the use of our Kava product. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please dial through for a conversation. Goodbye.